Greetings and salutations, dear scorekeepers. It is time for another episode of The Score. This is our wonderful podcast all about the arts and culture as seen through our Black queer lenses. As always, I am your co-host, Rocky Jones, and I'm here with my two amazing, fabulous co-hosts. First of all, good karma abounds for Paige Reynolds. Look at
Mhm.
you on your new
Mhm.
MacBook.
Mhm. The gods of technology
Congratulations.
smile upon me. Clearly, I'm blessed and highly favored, and
Clearly. Yes, we are so happy for you this beautiful Hoodoo Heritage Month.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You are
Yeah,
so
happy
welcome.
Hoodoo Heritage Month. Blessings.
Yes. Yes.
Blessings from the ancestors and whoever else is out there looking out for me.
Yeah. Send some of that our way, please. If you have any to spare, any
My
blessings to
God.
I
spare.
sure will.
Thank
Sending
you.
good juju your way.
I receive it. I receive it. And of course, what would we do without the amazing Dr. Lee Bynum? Hello, Dr. Lee Bynum. How are you today?
Hello,
Hello,
Hey.
Cameroon. Bibi Sahara Benet.
Yes, just thinking about all the other places I could be living after they send me away.
That's real.
That
Yeah,
is real.
I'm
That
trying
is
to make
real.
I'm trying to make plans. So,
Let's see about that dual citizenship. Let's see about
hmm
that.
You
Hmm.
know, I was reading, my husband is of Italian descent, and his grandfather was an immigrant from Italy.
Buongiorno.
I'm just saying, like maybe I'm trying to go, live on the Amalfi Coast
Mhm.
with an
Hmm.
Look,
Aperol spritz and a slightly less authoritarian government.
well, they're just better practiced at fascism than we are because they've
Yeah.
been doing it for 100 years, but
hmm Like their fascism, literally the trains run on time. So so that's nice, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
something.
Fascism with way better infrastructure. That's
hmm And
Because shit don't
pasta.
work over here
and
at all.
pasta. Great
And
pasta and
pasta,
wine.
yeah. And wine, come
And
on.
wine, Aperol spritz, please.
Hmm.
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 I'll take one. I'll take several.
I'll come visit you. Say, please have a guest room wherever you go.
hmm
Il score. We might have a brand new show to do. So,
Ooh. I like the sound of that.
There's a ring to it.
Il score. Buongiorno alla il score. Oh my God. Oh, well, it is time for another one of our episodes. We are continuing our journey through season 11
Boo.
of
Sorry,
RuPaul's Drag
reflex.
Race. Oh my. And I suppose we can get straight to it because I don't know about you, but I can't with
No,
America right
no,
now.
not at all.
I just
Not at all.
can we Italy, Barbados, Jamaica, somewhere take us.
Somewhere. Take
Somewhere take
us.
us.
Yeah.
Please.
The moon, Mars, Jupiter. I mean, I don't
Let's
know.
That would be even
go
better.
there.
The
I
little
mean,
mi the little microbes on Mars, like, help us out.
I mean, the way Mother Nature is doing this week, I mean, we are on borrowed time,
Yes.
clearly, you know.
Hmm.
hmm
Hmm.
All
The
these
clock is ticking.
the
The clock
hurricanes
is
bumping
ticking.
and grinding out in the
Hmm.
ocean.
Is anybody else suspicious that we are in October and we barely got any hurricanes this summer? It feels like Mother Nature's like, oh, I got some for y'all ass. Just y'all wait.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like another Ice Age or something.
Yeah. Mm,
I am a little concerned for what that could mean for like next year.
mhm,
You
Mm.
know, like if
mhm.
we don't see it this year, maybe next year. Because the thing I feel like I'm sensing with the climate change and the degree to which we humans have fucked up the planet, it's like the pendulum just swings harder with
Oh
Yeah.
Mother
yeah,
Oh,
Nature.
yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
like, a bunch of rain or extreme drought
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
or
Hmm.
really hot or really cold. She
Hmm.
keeping us on our toes.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we don't seem to be actively making things better. So I'm not gonna get comfortable with
Oh,
the fact
no, no, we're
we haven't
actively
had
making things worse.
hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we're still making things worse.
Absolutely.
Still making things
Right.
worse. Yeah.
So, congratulations, Gulf Coast. Congratulations, Caribbean.
Mhm,
Y'all
Gulf
got
of
mhm.
America. You know, y'all's
Girl.
Secretary of War said climate change was a stupid ideology, and I can't wait to see how that one plays out.
Mm.
Some say climate change is a hoax perpetrated by the Chinese. And I say, show me the receipts! Why would Xi Jinping want to flood my basement and rust my Bowflex? To what end? To what end? My favorite thing that has ever happened. Maya Rudolph should have won an Emmy for that scene
Mhm.
alone.
Alone.
My God. And it is true. I saw somebody on TikTok or whatever that's like, if I ever say to what end and you don't go to what end, like we're not friends. Oh my goodness, America, 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 Earth, what are we gonna do with you?
Earth.
And but speaking of Earth,
Mhm, mhm,
we
mhm.
have an
Yeah.
all-natural runway to talk about this week.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Organic.
Or organic, as Rue kept saying. Because today we are discussing season 11, episode 7 of
Lucky
RuPaul's Drag
seven.
Race, From Farm to Runway. And can I just start by just putting this out there? Was this not the longest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race you have ever seen in your
Mm-hmm.
entire life?
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
it felt like it would not end. And it felt like they didn't have any material because it was just a design challenge,
Mm-hmm.
and so we just had to have filler on filler on filler on filler, none of it really connecting to anything, and it was a really, I mean, we have, I mean, nothing will reach the lows of the Donald Trump episode. I believe
Ooh,
that was
Lord.
the
Yeah.
nadir of the
Yeah.
franchise.
No arguments there.
Mm-mm.
But
No
this
arguments
was
there.
this was pretty rough.
This was rough, and it didn't make any sense to me. Like the guest judges relative to what the actual challenge were. I
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah.
like, why, why is Candy here? Did they mean to invite her to a different episode? Like it was very weird to me, but I will also say, having seen every single episode of every single franchise, this was the worst runway I have ever seen for a RuPaul episode. I didn't enjoy a single
Really?
frock. I hated every single thing. I wanted to flip out like Ru flipped out on them that time they were all wearing H&M. Like it just made me so angry.
There were a few of them that I liked, but also when I hear that we're on it with any show, when I hear that there's a challenge involving organic materials, recycled materials, I automatically have different expectations.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
that's just me. But also, again, I haven't seen as much Drag Race, so maybe I just don't know no better. Maybe I need to see some other seasons and
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we'll get to it when we get to the runway, I suppose, and we look at all the individual outfits, but I think as a whole, I am agreeing with Lee. It was pretty bad. And the judges, like, I know I make fun of Ross all the time, but at least Ross tries to tell jokes. Candy was just sitting up there just like, "Oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that." As they're walking down, and I'm like, "Girl, have you seen this show?"
Candy would have way more sense as a judge on one of the challenges
Like
that
a
was more
musical
performance
Mhm.
challenge.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
musical
absolutely.
performance. That's her bag. So I don't
Absolutely.
understand why they had her for this one.
Because Candy, I love you, but Lord knows your bag is not fashion.
No, no, it's not.
Girl,
No, it's not.
It
let's
is
just be honest.
no.
And you know what else her bag isn't? It's not food. Just quick sidebar. So Octavia Spencer has this little piece of cooking show, and Candy was a guest judge on it, and her guest judging was the same kind of like, this is good. I didn't like that. I don't like how that looks. And it's like, where's the ghost of Anthony Bourdain? Like there are people who can like get into this food. You know what I mean? Like talk
Hmm.
to me about, did you cook it right? Are the spices right? We are at home. We can't taste it. So I need something different. Just I don't like that. I'm like, well, I don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm
Doesn't she have a
What?
restaurant?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
was
why they
gonna
chose
say,
her?
what's her like her
old lady gang.
old lady gang? That's
Yeah.
right.
But I've
So
heard that that's mediocre.
it
Mm-hmm.
You know,
is.
It
that's
is.
what I've
It's
heard.
it's
So yeah.
real. I don't know if the old ladies are actually in the kitchen
No,
or
and I
what.
don't think they ever were,
I don't
because
think that they ever were.
there
Then why is it called that?
wasn't there a
Brandon child.
spin-off where it
Yeah,
was
right.
about the
They
restaurant?
they did do a little, yeah, but not talking about people's mamas. I don't enjoy watching how Candy's mother interacts with Todd, which is one of the reasons I stopped watching Real Housewives back in the day. So I never watched Old Lady Gang, but I did go there once on a visit to Atlanta, and I will never go again. The service was really not good, and then the food came and it wasn't worth waiting for. It wasn't like actively bad, but it was like after all of the things that preceded it, wrong drinks,
Mm-hmm.
slow service,
Oh, no.
the
And one
waitress
and one
was
thing, yeah, go for it. Sorry.
well, no, it's just because I'm still mad, like 5 years later. The waitress is perfectly lovely. She just wasn't good at her job. And it
Mm-hmm.
caused us to be like, oh, what do you do? And she's like, oh, I'm a singer. I'm thinking, because I know it's not waiting tables, because this
Mm-hmm.
is clearly not your bag, but I need
Just,
to
I
get that guy.
mean, one thing that a restaurant in Atlanta is gonna do is gonna make you wait for
Yeah,
your food, and then
yeah,
for it to be
it's true.
wrong,
Yeah.
that's upsetting. No, yeah, I I think we were gonna try to go to Old Lady Gang once, but we didn't. But then somebody else went. I think it was when I was in Atlanta for Art Equity, and then somebody else went, and they came back and they were like, "Save your
Mhm.
money,
Yeah.
girl."
Yeah.
And there's so many, it's Atlanta. There's so many good places to eat. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time. If I'm in
Mm-mm.
Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
someplace I know is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's also annoying with someone like Candy who has a lot of connections, already has the money, doesn't have to go through the same struggles as other people just starting a restaurant. So it's like, get it together. Get it
No,
together.
absolutely. And I'm all
Absolutely.
for people having multiple ventures and multiple lanes, diversify that revenue, because Lord knows the economy is
Hmm.
a joke right now.
Yeah.
But you don't play with people's food.
You
You know what
You
I
don't do
mean?
that.
don't.
You don't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna
Mm-mm.
say this: you don't play with black people's food.
No, you really don't.
You really don't.
Specifically.
You really, really
Specifically.
don't.
Like,
It
I'm so
turned
sorry.
me all the way off. Do you know I haven't listened to Escape since?
Now, what did Latoya and Latasha do to you? They didn't serve you bad food.
Well, what I needed was some understanding, and that is not what I got at that restaurant.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. And one of my favorite inside jokes here in this house is the way that Todd Tucker pronounces restaurant. So we'll always say, like, you want to go to the restaurant? Let's go now to a restaurant. Oh my goodness. But I mean, God bless you, Candy.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes,
yep, yep, yep.
yes, yes. But this
Wonderful songstress.
wonderful
Yes.
songstress.
Yes.
Wonderful song. But don't think I'm not about to come talk about that food in the restaurant.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, the episode. So we begin post Scarlet, her elimination, and Raja doesn't even want to read the message on the mirror because she's still mad
Mhm.
that Scarlet, I guess, said she should go home on the runway. I,
Which is funny to me because
I mean, what are Raja really just melted down this episode. Her
Yeah, she
brain
really
just
did.
short-circuited all over the place. Just shady, shady, shady. Just, she was all about herself and she was selfish and blah, 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 blah. And like all the other girls are like, Scarlett, turn off the TV. Don't watch this part. Let's see. Of course, this, we are sort of the foreshadowing of the plastique ascension begins sort of immediately with Silky talking shit about her corsets and how she has no personality, yada, yada, yada. So we know that Plastique will show some personality and probably win the episode. And then Raja does a little inner saboteur
Little.
monologue, which maybe we could get to this a little bit later, but this sort of gaslighty sort of I feel like we don't have enough conversations about this inner saboteur idea that
Mm,
RuPaul is
mhm,
peddling, which
mhm.
is so gaslighty and ridiculous and like no. Ma'am, these girls are not sabotaging themselves. They are tired and hungry, and you are
Yeah.
walking around the workroom, mind fucking them at every turn. Like it's quite external, but okay.
Ugh, well,
And also Raj not very good at this.
I was just gonna say
That too. That
some people,
too.
there's a little bit of inner saboteur, maybe just a little bit of grain of truth. It was
Mhm.
interesting to see this episode, how much, how upset people get with the valid critiques.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm.
mhm, mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I people weren't mad at each other over just like the petty stuff or being mad at someone because they were talking shit unwarranted. It's just like, well, old girl said a truthful thing. You seem very upset about that. Or everyone was asked a question about who they think should go home next. And you took that very, very personally. Where it's
Very
like she had to say somebody, you know?
And you were in the bottom.
You were in the bottom. You looked a mess. Like what was supposed to happen, right? And in fact, who did go home next?
And why? I guess we'll get to that. Oh, my goodness, then we
Yeah,
have a little mini challenge where they just put on fake tits and bounce up and down
so silly.
for no reason.
No reason.
I don't understand. Uh, Nina and Sugar win. Congratulations to them, I guess. Terrible makeup, terrible drag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't. Someone needs to explain that one to me because I don't understand. And then we are introduced to the main challenge, sickening and sustainable farm to runway outfits, where they have to create outfits, couture outfits from head to toe using sustainable materials, natural, organic materials from the farm. So things like feathers and leaves and straw and hay and tree bark and denim
Yeah.
and burlap. Okay. That man came in with some eggs. What do you want to do with the eggs? So what do you all think of this challenge to begin with?
I thought it was stupid.
Yes. Correct.
And clearly they did too.
Mm.
I like the premise of the challenge just because it forces people to be extra creative. What I did enjoy watching was I think several people took to heart the critiques that they got about
Yeah.
constantly doing the same thing and constantly constructing the same thing. Like Silky seemed to take her feedback.
I-
So did Miss Vanjie. Um, they did something different
Yeah.
from what they usually do. I'm not saying that it was execute that it looked great, but
that part.
Yeah.
they 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 made the they made the attempt. They
Yeah.
made the attempt. Some others too, but several people were like, "Okay, I'm gonna do something different. Show them something different." And I'm like, "Okay, we're listening, we're
Mm-hmm.
learning.
Mm-hmm.
That's good."
And you got to see why some of these girls stick to a particular silhouette or a particular, aesthetic, because when they tried something else, it went all the way left.
All the way
Like
wrong.
there were, oh God, oh God, like it was hard to watch because some of them I really, really like. And it was like, Raja, Raja, girl, what
But
do you got on?
and it's like Vanjie said, like I stick to leotards and catsuits because they look good.
Yes.
And they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
She just needs to get rid of the body glitter, which she has done
Amen.
in the ensuing years. But she looks good.
He looks great.
And I love an unconventional materials challenge,
Same.
like Project Runway. But like
Hmm.
those are very talented designers
Right.
who
Mhm.
know what they're
Right.
doing, who
Right.
went to fashion school. And it's not that these girls are not talented in that arena, but I feel like, if unless you are like making clothes all the time for a living, you're not going to see a pile of leaves and know what to do other than hot glue them to a corset.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely. I mean, you're talking about most of these girls can't sew cotton with a pattern, and then you come out here with, just some stuff you collected from the parking lot and drop it in there. No, they're going to be lost, and they were lost, and it wasn't fun to watch.
It wasn't. It wasn't like poor Akira.
I know.
Oh,
Like I
poor
just felt
girl.
terrible for her.
Yeah, I did too.
Like whatever she made, because she tried to dye some burlap and make something with like peacock feathers or something. I don't know. Um, and she said that it didn't work out the next day, so she had to pivot to that
Thing.
thing that she had on her body.
Mhm.
And whatever you had made with that dye, it had to have been better than what you came out on the runway with. I'm so sorry.
I really hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope so. But even when she first said that she was dying something, I was like, that's ambitious.
Yep. Yep.
Die. Okay, I hope you done that before.
And I hope you have another 18 hours that you haven't communicated to everybody else because it was like that's it was a reflection of not having the experience of making things with unconventional materials, right? Like that
Mm-hmm.
it just wasn't in the cards for that to work out. And the thing that made it so sad to me is I feel like Akira is one of those queens where she doesn't ever not look good. So seeing her just dropped in a situation where she wasn't going to be able to do the thing that she does so much better than everybody else, it was like, oh, I would hate for that to be me. I'd hate to be like
Mm-hmm.
on TV
Yeah.
competing in a competition asking me stuff about nuclear physics. It's like that is not what I do. I'm going to look a fool. Do you know what I
That was
mean?
truly the worst we
Exactly.
had seen her look all season.
She
It
Yes.
looked a
was.
mess. She looked a mess. And I mean, look at your
Oh,
nails. Those are
thanks.
so cute.
Oh, mine?
Yes, I was just
Oh,
saying. I
thank
just
you.
noticed them. They're
Yeah,
so cute.
yeah, thank you. Jamaican compliment.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, sorry. Um, well, this begins our filler palooza for
Mm.
the next 15 hours of my life. I swear to God. And it's just like, and Paramount Plus, I'm so sorry, but your commercials are too long.
Commercials are too long.
They are too long. So
Oh,
it's
y'all
just,
have commercials? Oh.
Yeah.
oh, but,
Oh.
oh,
Hmm.
well,
Yeah.
okay,
Excuse
excuse
us.
me, Mark Zuckerberg. I know you had it like that. Anyway,
Hey, I'm glad my Prime subscription need to be paying for something. So
the brokey.
step your cookies up.
Anyway, so it is time for Rue to go through the workroom and just destroy these girls systematically, one by one. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, this is not any inner saboteur. This is the producers and RuPaul going around, getting in all of their heads. Brooke, don't you think you're boring? Plastique, don't you think you have no personality? Raja, are you good? Why are you here? Silky, you don't take criticism very well, do you? Are you gonna make us another ugly gown? Didn't even bother with Sugar or Nina.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Not even interested. Not even a
No,
little bit.
no. She's like, y'all days are numbered, so we're
Mhm.
gonna focus on other folks.
And it's just like, and then we get to Plastique. Plastique has a moment where she's talking about how her family doesn't know that she's there, that, she is sort of in the closet as a drag performer, that her family has been through a lot of hardship and she doesn't want to add to the hardship by, you know, being out and doing things that will cause them stress, blah, 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 blah. And get that, and she's crying, and, it's all very, very sad. She's very young. Um, and then Rue is just like, I'm your new mommy now. Come here. And I found it so weird and manipulative, and I
I
don't know how I was supposed to. I feel like I was supposed to feel like that was tender and sweet, but it felt just really like gross and manipulative.
Yeah, I actually hate it when people say stuff like that. When people are
Mm.
mhm.
talking about issues with their family of origin and they're just like, "Oh, well, I'm your mommy now. Don't worry about it." And like they don't mean it in any kind of real
Mm-mm.
way.
Mm-mm.
In
Mm-mm.
any kind like,
Mm.
yes, absolutely, as queer people, we have chosen family all the time that absolutely like gives us the love and belonging we need and all of that. But this isn't that.
Yeah.
This
This
is not
isn't
that.
that.
No, it's
Be
not
you're
that.
not being for real.
No.
And that shit just annoys me
Yeah.
because you're just trying to just say something just for the sake of saying something and because this person is feeling sad right now. And it's annoying. It's annoying.
And it's
Yeah,
really
because your real mama isn't going to send you home in 2 episodes, right?
thank
Like
Hello.
you.
it's like when people talk about family at work. It's like, no, 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 I can't be
No.
We are
fired
not a
Mm-mm.
family.
from
We are
my
Absolutely
not.
not.
actual family. I can't also quit my actual family. Like that's not a thing, people. Yeah, I didn't like it either. It
And
was
also just given that
manipulative.
like in about 2 seconds we're going to meet her drag mom, like her actual drag
Right.
mom.
Right.
so so like what are you talking about, Rue? Like it it's just it's gross. And then, but I did appreciate Raja coming through afterwards and being like, "Okay, I know she's crying and everything, but how did a conversation about you having no personality turn into uh like issues with your family and Rue's your new mommy? What's going on?" And it was just like, "Thank you, Raja, for cutting that moment and bringing some sense to the proceedings."
I mean, I wonder,
Uh,
do y'all agree that plastic ain't got no personality? Or
I mean, low key, right? And
yeah,
I am Plastique is one of my favorite queens from across the franchise
Mm-hmm.
because she's another one. Like you're not going to catch her looking bad, and
No.
that's a quality
hmm
that I appreciate in another Homo sapiens for
Just
sure.
radical competence.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
if you follow her
I was just going to say that.
nowadays on social media, she's the most followed queen
Yeah,
of all the franchises.
and for
wow,
very, very good reason. But she's one of those people to me who like. And maybe a lot of my favorite celebrities are these kind of people. They don't really open the door wide enough for you to know who they are as a person necessarily. And I
right,
actually would be like that too if I were famous. I'm like, I don't need y'all in my business like that. But it comes off as like she's a cipher. And there's so much about her that I feel like I really don't know who she is. And it's a weird parallel with Alyssa Edwards being her mother, who I feel like is just so herself,
Hmm.
so completely
mm,
herself at all times. I watched the reality show Alyssa had where she was Justin Lee Johnson, by the way, uh, out of drag for most of the show, and it was the same person, right? Like Alyssa Edwards
okay,
isn't like Alyssa Edwards just has a wig on. Like that was the main difference. And I don't know who Plastique is. I don't know who Plastique's man is. I don't know anything about their story. And I think that is a thing that'll keep you from winning the show,
Oh yeah.
unfortunately.
yeah, that's
But
real.
because Plastique is so unbelievably gorgeous and her fashions, her makeup, she's really, really good at making content that's dynamic and
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Whoever's editing her videos is brilliant. They're surprising and eye-catching, and
Mm,
everything is just fabulous from head to toe. Looks great in boy drag, looks incredible in,
Mm-hmm.
her girl drag, and then the way that, you know, she transitions between the two is masterful.
Mm-hmm.
So, in like a 30-second TikTok video, it doesn't really matter that much about the personality because you're just like looking at like the clothes or you're looking at the transformation or you're
right.
looking at the makeup or whatever. So I think that's why, she's so beloved in that way because, you can watch it and take, the fashion advice or the makeup tutorial or whatever. But yeah, like I think on this show, I think I've said it before, but it's like a case of like you can be incredibly good at drag, but not good at drag race
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
this just
Absolutely.
requires a different set of skills.
Yeah.
And Plastique is brilliant. And I think that came across also in the All Star season that she came
Mm-hmm.
back for. Because
Mm,
again, she was just kind of I mean, she was a little bit more loose and a little bit more fun, a few years older, some more experience in the game. So she kind of
Mhm.
knew, what was up. But like still just sort of she was at a remove.
Yeah,
Mm.
she definitely was. And it was interesting to watch because I would say that runway package she had on All Stars is probably my
I mean,
second favorite of all time.
incredible.
It was
The fashions were
so good.
incredible.
Yeah, there was not a
Okay.
there was like not even a moment of a misstep in what she presented, but it was also a reminder that like RuPaul is essentially picking a suite of successors, right? And he is very much looking for people who are personalities first, because I think RuPaul's understanding of American media is pretty sharp. And I think he does pick the folks in more instances than not who can exist somewhere outside of Drag Race and like hold carry a show, whether it's a like an in-person show or like a TV show. Recently saw Jinx on Broadway. I think I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, and it was like Jinx is a fucking star. Like there was just no question. There was no difference from her performance than anybody else on that stage. She was every bit the same level of a compelling personality. But Jinx's runway package I mean, there is absolutely no comparison in terms of what Plastique can do.
Yeah.
So it is interesting when you're looking at it like that, but I still think Plastique kind of
Yeah.
looked a mess in this runway.
I I mean, she looked. I, I think she looked as good as you could look, given the materials.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
I
Yep.
don't know.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, we'll get to it, and I guess we'll analyze the look, but I, I don't know what else you say. I don't know what else you say. Anyway, there's some shade thrown back and forth. Raja shading everyone. We've got a little bit of Silky versus Evie. Silky says that Evie should go home because she's injured. Evie takes that as ableist, which I suppose.
I mean, it was
And then I just wrote, still no interest in Nina or Sugar.
none.
Those poor babies. Those poor girls.
Oh, poor thing. Yeah, they're just kind of there.
Now, isn't Nina supposedly a very, like, didn't she win some prestigious pageant or something before this? And she had that dress that was like made out of like men, like the skirt. Like she came out like on stage and she had this big skirt and then it turned out it was like made of people and they were dancers. And it was like,
Wow.
yeah, I'll have to find the video. But I feel like
Yeah.
she like won some sort of like she's like was at the time was famous.
Okay,
Like
this is
drag
coming
famous.
back. This is coming back. Like I know that she came to the show with the reputation, and I also know that
Mhm.
she's older than I thought she was. I actually think she's older than I am.
Really?
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
They did make people before me. Like,
Methuselah Senior.
but whatever she does, like whatever it is, it does not translate
No,
on the show,
no, no,
even a little bit.
no.
Like I feel like it just gives disaster to me every single episode. Like I have never understood it. I've like liked a single runway of hers across all of her appearances. I don't think she can lip sync. I don't find her funny. I think she's my Ross Matthews, actually.
Hmm.
I don't feel that strongly, but I do feel like
I don't think I feel that strongly.
I just can tell that what she does translates way better live.
Mm.
I believe that.
Way
Mm-hmm.
better. Like the campiness, the kind of like over like dramatized like uh facial expressions and things like that. It's the kind of things that work in a live performance, but not TV. And then
Mhm.
combined with the aspects of like personality that you have to have for drag race that like we're talking about, that's just like not really there in the workroom and off of the runway. She's probably fantastic when you see her in a live show.
You are absolutely right. Because, like, if she was, like, emceeing, like, a drag brunch or something, we'd have our mimosas and we'd be having a good time.
I'd have a great time.
Yeah. No.
He's like, no.
You said
They're still
absolutely
not feeling
not.
it.
Ain't enough prosecco in America for that to
Never mind.
happen.
So then we get to even more filler. And this one I just didn't even understand. Because, okay, it's always lovely to see Alyssa Edwards.
Yeah, I love
Paige, are you
Alyssa.
familiar with Alyssa?
No, heard her name, but not really familiar with her drag.
Yes.
Mhm.
So Alyssa was season 5, season
Hmm.
6?
Absolute legend of Drag Race.
Yes. Yes. And then had a long running web series called Alyssa's Secret. Which was hilarious. And I have a special place in my heart for Alyssa Edwards. I can't remember if I showed y'all this, but because my wedding happened during COVID, we had to, do it on Zoom, and none of our guests could fly in. And so some of my friends back home in DC pitched in together and got us a cameo from Alyssa Edwards to
Oh,
celebrate our
Aww.
wedding. And so of course we still have it. And it was so sweet and she was so funny and so like and it just warmed my heart. So I always have a special place
yeah.
for Alyssa Edwards, but and so it was lovely to see her, but like, girl, what was this? Why were you here?
It was super weird. She's also one of my all-time favorites, another one who's older than me. One of my all-time favorites, and I've enjoyed like she's had a lot of drag daughters
Hmm.
on the show. Shangela, Gia Gunn, Plastique, Vivian Panay, and somebody else. Oh, Laganja
Hmm.
Estranja. The thing I've always loved about Alyssa, she embraces how ridiculous drag can and probably should be. Like she's never been one of those ones who's like, I'm a supermodel. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and I find like just the clownishness of what she's willing to do to be really enjoyable. And I've enjoyed watching her growth over the last, I don't know, 12 years or so. Like she's a really talented and enjoyable person who wears her heart on her sleeve. I feel like she's the
Hmm.
best kind of reality show character because I think you really get a great sense of her. But I agree. I was like, this is it was just a random episode for her to pop up on and for her to have nothing to do, really.
Nothing to do. And like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's kind of Alyssa's appeal, I guess, is like because she's just funny, just breathing, just
Yeah,
being
she really
herself.
is.
She's not the kind of person that like writes jokes. She just like is
Back
herself.
rolls.
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
What was it that she didn't know that time? What did she say? Who is
Rigomoris.
who is Rigor Morris?
She was trying to say the contest is rigged. She was like, rigged. Rigomoris.
Oh Lord.
Mama, this is garbage. Like, she's. And like I mean, and there were certain things where, I mean, she's just having them like walk down the catwalk and I guess critiquing their walks like Miss J or something. And she said some funny things. I did like when Silky was walking and she said, "This fantasy is interesting. But like for the most part, it was just kind of like, and I guess she was there to choreograph this random line dance that they had to do.
Which also
Hmm.
felt like just filler. They just needed something else for them to do in that episode. Make up a little dance.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
why? I feel like in other design challenge episodes, there's actually stuff there that's interesting. And is it just that it's this cast that's not that interesting? Is it just they just didn't know what they were doing
some of it is the
on the
cast.
production side? Like, it was
Some
just
of it's
really
the producers.
disappointing.
I mean, look, we've been talking about it, the entire time we've been reviewing this season. A lot of the fault clearly sits with the producing staff. Like some of these challenges, most of the mini challenges, they've just been complete and utter, unadulterated foolishness. And not the kind of foolishness that I like. It's just like y'all couldn't think of anything else? Nothing? All right. Well,
So does it get better throughout the drag race franchise? Like, or is it
And
just always like the mini challenges are
oh, I think they get
ridiculous?
better personally. I think they find, now we're 17 seasons in, they know which ones people like, they know which ones work. They've got the formula down really, really well. And I think it's helped having the international franchises because they've been able to
mhm.
draw some other things that work well. I really I don't know, Rocky, maybe you remember this. There was a point when the show moved from Logo to
To
VH1.
VH1.
And I don't know if this was around that time, but like
I
it
think
took
it
them a
probably
minute.
was, yeah.
Yeah, because it took them a minute in that move to I it's a different audience, right? A broader audience. And I don't know if they were like completely on top of what will still work. Um, but those VH1 years were not my favorite.
I think that's probably correct
Mm,
because like I feel like there's I think yeah, because we're like on season 17, right?
yeah.
So I think there is sort of like I think you can divide it into like three eras. You had like the era when it was still on Logo and it was very niche and it
Hmm.
was in its little gay little cubby hole
Hmm.
and like and it was for queer people by queer people. Well, for gay men by gay
Yep.
men.
There you go.
Because like there weren't really anyone else allowed at the
Mm,
but it was like it was an experience unto itself and it was just very funny and very self-referential and then it moved to
yeah.
VH1 and I think that's where we are in this sort of period of just kind of like uncertainty and like things just aren't landing and aren't quite making sense and I don't know if the way that they're trying to cast to like create a more sort of broad audience. So the queens are maybe a little bit more sort of like milk toast. So you have a queen sort of like Brooke, as opposed to like the Latrices and the
Right.
Manillas and the
Right.
Alyssas of yore. But now I think that we're like sort of in the MTV era because it's moved from VH1 to MTV. And I
Interesting.
think there's a little bit more. I think what's happening now is you have queens who grew up watching Drag
Oh, absolutely.
so they know
Absolutely.
what is expected of them, and they can come in and they have all the skills. They have what's required of them to succeed in this environment. So now you have like the Anitras
Hmm.
and the Sasha Colbys
Hmm.
and the people who like now are even like Marsha, like coming out there and like that lip sync against Malaysia.
Yeah.
She like took like that orange bodysuit and she's flipping and flying all over the place. And I was like, oh,
It was very unexpected.
I thought you were just like a regular white girl.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. But even someone like that who like, on the surface doesn't seem that impressive is like coming through and it's like, oh, you're Simone Biles. Okay. And so it's much more exciting and interesting to watch. And I think also, like you said, with the international versions, like now you get to see that from all over the world. So now it's like the US queens actually have to compete.
Yep.
Because like I could just go over and watch Philippines because those queens,
They are
they don't
not
play
playing
in the
at
Philippines.
all. At all.
Girl.
At all. The way they wore the rest of the world out on this Philippines versus the world. I know they have a different name for it, but they should call it what it is. It's, yeah,
I mean, Marina Summers,
Marina
Kiana,
Kiana with the K, Maxi. Maxi is as good as
Maxi.
anybody's been on any franchise,
Hmm.
period. Like the Philippines is it's spectacular.
So I think right now where we've landed in season 11, I think when we chose this, I kind of forgot that this is sort of in this sort of like transitional sort of lull
Hmm.
period where
Hmm.
I think we'll see next week, if I recall correctly. It's one of my favorite lip syncs of all time. And I think one that the, is it, am I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, I'm just I I don't okay. I mean, I believe you. It definitely wasn't one of my favorites, but because I think there was a winner, and I think the other one should have gone home. But okay.
Well, we'll have to watch
Yeah,
because I
we'll
haven't
have to
seen it in
watch.
a while. But I mean, I think there are moments of virtuosity here and
Hmm.
there, but I think for the most part, what I have sort of noticed about this season and rewatching it is that like almost all of these queens on season 11 have gone on to drastically improve.
Drastically improved. Every last, well, almost every one of them.
Almost every one of them. And it's just strange now to come back because like I think about Raja O'Hara in 2025.
Yeah.
And now here we have Raja O'Hara in 2018 or whenever this was. And it's just like, but wait, no, you're Raja O'Hara. Oh, this is oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. And just to sort of see like how these queens got their start,
Yeah.
but it's just
Seeing
it's
Brooklyn and
rough.
Evie not flawless
Hmm.
is kind of weird
It's
because
weird.
Brooklyn of course now hosts Canada and we watch for Brooklyn. We seldom enjoy the girls who are competing, but Brooklyn is so much more in her element as a host. Like I think maybe her
Interesting.
personality, she's too competitive to be fun on this. Like I didn't find her any fun
That
this
makes sense.
season, and
Hmm.
I wasn't here for it. Like I just really wasn't.
But
And
as
then
a host, she's fun.
she's
She's flirting with the
spectacular. Hmm.
judges. Her fashions are gorgeous for the most part. Occasionally there's a mess here and there,
Occasionally
but
there's a mess, but even her judging is it's so spot on. Like she's
hmm
saying the things that are like ding 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 because the rest of that judging panel gives me nothing. But
hmm
she is really really sharp. But again, like on this season, like a lot of them. It's growing pains. It's middle school, you know. Now you see
Hmm.
people like, oh wow, you turned out nice.
I didn't know that she hosts Canada. That's interesting. Okay,
hmm
that
Yeah,
makes me want to watch because even in this season, she's one of the ones where I'm just like, I know it's in there.
Yeah.
yeah,
I know it's there. You're
yeah,
just
yeah.
drag race is challenging and like you're
Yes.
competing. There's that extra pressure. So, okay, it's heartening.
And one of the things that I really like about her hosting on Canada is that she has a sense of humor about herself.
She really
because
does.
there are often times that, spoiler alert, the girls on the show, like, during like the reading challenge or whatever, will be like, and Brooklyn doesn't even have a crown. And like she'll like, laugh and then like bring it right back to them. And like it's just like you can tell she's just so much more
Yeah,
relaxed. And this is
yeah,
this is this is her lane.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then Raja just looks beautiful.
I mean,
Like
Raja
I
is
can't get
probably
over
most, I mean, either Raja or Sugarcane to me is most improved because
most improved.
you pointed this out a couple of months ago because you've been talking about the season all year. Sugarcane looks amazing. Like whatever happened between then and now, her drag is absolutely spectacular. And it's like, why
Mhm.
isn't she on somebody's all-star season?
She looks
She looks
amazing.
amazing. And I'm
She
sure
looks,
she's still funny. I'm sure she's still clever. So,
Mhm.
and even Silky.
mhm.
Mhm.
Not even Silky. I mean, Silky, as complicata as she is, like,
Mhm.
I mean, she's so compelling. Again, somebody else who's just good TV. Like
Yeah.
the other reality show that we watch with like I don't know, complete religious adherence is Top Chef. And every once in
Hmm.
a while, there's somebody on Top Chef who I don't know what their food is like, but they're just great TV. It's like, wow, you are a nut. I am so glad somebody had sense enough to put you on TV. Silky's one of those people for me. Like, if she didn't exist, I'd have to invent her. I really enjoy her.
I didn't know you watched Top Chef like that. I also watched Top
Oh,
Chef like
yes, I
that.
love it. I mean, that's why I was so offended when you were like, oh, the Voltaggio brothers. I was like, get me off of this show. Somebody call my agent. I don't know if I can be on here anymore.
I'm sorry, Brian Voltaggio is cute. He is.
Let me Google Voltaggio. How's
Please
that
do.
spelled?
Okay, but
Take a
also,
sedative first.
if you look up Michael Voltaggio, you need to look up Michael Voltaggio 2012. We're not talking about Michael Voltaggio 2025.
Or
Hmm.
2014 or 2016 or 2018. This is not a new condition.
Anyway, shall
Hmm.
we get to these looks?
Yes, we should. Because speaking of things that I don't like to look at,
I looked up Michael Voltaggio. He's all right. It's the tattoos. It's the tattoos. That's all. Anyway.
I think he needs to eat something.
I don't have anything to say. Okay. Let's look at these terrible,
Oh
terrible,
God.
terrible looks.
Oh, Akira,
Ugh.
girl, it just makes me
Ugh.
so
Ugh.
sad.
So clearly, what she's going for is sort of a Miranda Priestley 80s boss woman, big shoulder pads, big sleeves, denim moment with these sort of green peacocky sort of details. And
But what about the wig?
she's going for Miranda Priestley, I guess.
Mm,
And
okay.
it is,
Yeah.
it is bottom two,
Yeah. No, it
is what
is.
it
It
is.
absolutely is. I also hate the shoes.
And the shoes are terrible.
Mm.
A little strappy heel, I guess, but it kind of looks like a dance shoe. And is that bleach stains on the denim on the skirt? Is
That's what
that
I
what that
assumed.
is?
Hmm.
That's what I assumed.
And
It's just not up to her usual standard at
none of the
all.
hems are finished.
Mm-mm.
Like even the little keyhole on her bodice is like you can see the strings. You can see the
Yeah.
denim strings.
It looks sloppy.
It looks like she
Hmm.
made it in about 10 minutes,
Yeah.
which I guess she did
I
because
mean,
her
she
first outfit
did,
didn't
yeah.
work. And I realize that denim is made out of cotton, but this is not all natural.
No, it's not.
This is not from the earth.
Mm-mm.
Do you know how much how like to make denim, how many unnatural processes this cotton has to go through.
and gave us an unnatural result.
Maybe they included denim because originally it was pretty organic. Cotton and indigo.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think that that's how this denim was
Mm-mm.
manufactured.
Probably
Mm-mm.
not.
Mm-mm.
Probably
Mm-mm.
not.
It also looks uncomfortable.
hmm
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
And I will give Candy credit for the thing that she said about the shoulder pads because it is not giving 80s boss lady, it is giving
It's
linebacker.
giving linebacker. Oh. This is not proportionized.
It's not. Because, like, why are the shoulder pads next to your neck and not on your shoulders? Y'all can't see me, but I have my head in both of my hands just looking at this because it's just the wig is so severe.
I hate the wig.
That hairline
Yeah, I hate the
is so
wig.
crazy.
The wig
Why
made it
is
worse.
It made it worse. It absolutely did.
why is it down so far? Why why are your eyebrows touching your hairline?
Yeah.
And what is this accessory? Is that a pen that she's holding? Is that a dart? Akiria, this. I'm
Mm.
sorry, girl. I know you were in the bottom too, and you had to lip sync for your life, so you know.
She knew. She knew.
So I'm not gonna pile on anymore. We've said what we need to say. And let's move on to Brooklyn Heights. Now, this was in the top.
It was the only thing I actually liked.
I really liked
It's
this.
cute. It's
Yeah.
giving like rich white woman in the Hamptons, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
this is wearable. This is
Yeah.
something somebody would wear off
hmm
of the runway.
Yeah.
Like, and the back of it was cute
Mm-hmm.
too, with the little
She
exposed back. I said,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, she had her
okay.
booty out on the
Mm-hmm.
runway.
As usual.
And finally, somebody with some cute shoes that actually go with the outfit.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes. And
Oh.
it is very rare, I feel like, that somebody actually makes a shoe on one of these
Mm-hmm.
shows. That is cute and that goes with the outfit. And I will give that to her. And
Yeah.
I do like these orange accents.
Yeah. It's a toot.
Hmm.
It's a
Hmm.
two. It's a two.
Yeah.
I think the only thing is just I'm not feeling this wig.
Yeah, I don't like the wig. I don't
Mm.
like the
I
wig.
think that's the only thing. I think she
Yeah.
could have gone with something a little bit more fun.
Yeah,
Because
I
I feel
agree with
like
that.
Yeah.
this is a fun, young, sort of resort wear, beachy kind of moment, and she looks like, mom.
Yeah.
Oh Lord Jesus
Oh God.
Christ, Nina
Oh,
Waz.
no, 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 no. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Okay, can I
No.
tell you where she lost me?
And
Was
go ahead.
m- moment one when she said, I'm gonna shuck this corn and use the corn husks." I think that that is innovative and no one has ever done this before. Okay, the very first episode of Project Runway ever, they went to the grocery store and Austin Scarlett bought corn, shucked it,
Mhm,
and made the most beautiful dress you've
mhm,
ever seen in your entire life.
mhm,
One of the most
Hmm.
iconic outfits on Project Runway ever in
mhm.
the history was made from corn husks. So, girl, what? First of all, and then this is what you came up with? This I don't even know how to describe it.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Also, didn't she say something about wanting to take the critique of working on her proportions?
Yes.
Yes.
And I think that's what
I,
she thought she was doing.
yeah, I, I don't, I don't know if she was successful in that regard
She
here.
wasn't.
She wasn't. And I think
Mm,
Michelle's critique was correct, where it's
yeah.
like the top looks better.
Yeah.
It's this big bodice
Hmm.
with the corn husks, and I guess that's wheat sort of coming off of
Hmm.
it, and
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
big, it's bold, it's colorful, it's got some purple accents on it, but the skirt just makes no sense.
And neither does the wig.
The
And the
wig,
wig,
the
Ah,
wig also throws off the proportions to me.
and the
yes.
zombie makeup.
Yeah. It was a no for me, dog. I would have had to put her and she would have been bottom two for me. Like there
Yeah.
wouldn't have been
Mhm.
a close second.
The hair and makeup is just totally mismatched
Yeah.
from the outfit.
Yeah.
And like when the
Especially,
other judge, whatever her name, Amber Valletta,
Hmm.
she was just like, "You need to warm up your base," and it's like, "Thank
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
finally,
yes.
Yeah.
somebody let her
Let
know."
her know. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. I just feel like it's so mismatched. It's so mismatched. Like if I were one of the other girls in the workroom, I would have been like, sis, now
Hmm.
this is a competition, but let me give you a tip because it's just that egregious to me. Like
It really is.
See, and everybody wants to get mad at Evie, but Evie's the only one going around to these girls and saying, "That looks crazy.
Yeah.
That looks good."
Doing a
Like,
public service.
truly.
truly.
So would y'all have put Nina in the bottom over Akira?
Mm,
Mm.
No, see, I wouldn't even had a bottom two. I'd have just been like, thank you, Nina. And then let that have been the moment where I said to everybody else, don't be like Nina. Come back next week with a different attitude. Like I hate everything about how this looks.
And
feel
I
like
just,
if I was basing it just on this single challenge, maybe Akira would have still been in the bottom. But if I'm thinking about just overall
track record,
track
Yeah.
yeah.
record, oh, easily I would put Nina in the bottom instead
Hmm.
of Akira. Yeah.
And this is another one, another moment where Ross Matthews can eat a whole bag of dicks because like during that whole that judging, he's like, Akira, whatever. Nina deserves another chance because if she when she gets it, she's really gonna get it. And I was just like, white mediocrity on parade.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like
Absolutely.
Akira has been in the top this whole time, and I know we just read the dog shit out of her, but like she just won the challenge. She looks beautiful every week. And Ross is just ready to just let her go.
Hmm.
Just, bye-bye. Thank you, Akira, because Nina deserves another chance. For what?
Right.
For
This
He
didn't
said
what?
that
drag
because he
you.
sees himself in her. That's
Mm-hmm.
why he
Hmm.
said that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Nina. We're gonna go to Plastique Tiara, who was the winner of the challenge. A short dress moment, with bark as the skirt, some dried flowers, and roses and things, in the bodice, and it's sort of a heart-shaped bodice. It comes down into the skirt, and a red flower headpiece. Another strange shoe.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
hated it.
I think for what it was, for the challenge, like I said before, I think it's the best that anybody probably could look
Yeah.
Hmm.
with the materials that were on offer.
Yeah. I think for the given the challenge, she made something gorgeous.
She made something that worked.
The to me, like I just think it looks good, her use of the materials and the
Hmm.
colors, especially.
And I do think it's interesting where it just sort of has sort of the nude illusion on the sides.
Hmm. Hmm.
It helps her shape.
Now, see, that's what I felt like the proportions were weird. They I don't know, maybe it made her legs look too short, her torso look off. There was something
Hmm.
about
Well, I think
it.
certainly in this picture, it's not a good picture of this.
Right.
No, but I also so thought as she was moving down the runway. It's something about it just didn't work for me. And also, like, I love a fascinator. Like, I love a fascinator. But this weird bucket bonnet business on her head, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm so used to her looking so good to
Hmm.
see her looking, even if it's better than most of the other ones, just not looking perfect. I don't know, man. This wasn't it for me.
Well, if you love a fascinator, can I interest you in a Raja O'Hara?
You may not.
No, no, thank you.
Now, Miss Raja had some sorrows as she was creating this because Plastique took all the bark that she was planning to use for her outfit. So she had to take what little bark she had left and make I don't know what you call this top, but it's top. And this fascinator, which uh, looks great. I mean, whoever said she looked like Groot
Yeah,
was
yeah.
correct.
Uh,
And then the ugliest pair of pants you've ever seen in
mhm.
your life that are literally falling apart on the runway, made of burlap, and then just black socks, white shoes shouldn't be allowed in the church. like, like these shoes.
The hair was also a disaster. I didn't understand the eyebrows. I didn't understand the gauntlets. Like
No.
I didn't get it. Like I didn't
Oh, you didn't
get it.
understand that she is supposed to be a tree wrapped in burlap, and because of all of the troubles that she's been through the contest, that she feels as though she is a newly planted tree that is just beginning to sprout and grow. You didn't understand that? You didn't get that from this?
I guess maybe I did and still hated it.
Now, I will say I thought with a completely different outfit, like that big green braid that she had, could have been cool.
Yeah, with under a
Mhm.
different set of circumstances. She does
Mm-hmm.
well with like unnaturally colored hair generally. She's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful complexion, beautiful skin. Like I
Makeup is beautiful.
yeah, it was the totality of
Mm-hmm.
it. It was the Groot moment for me. She was giving Mrs. Groot and I didn't like it. Like it just doesn't it's unflattering. There's nothing about it that makes her look like what
She
she actually looks like.
she doesn't even look like Mrs. Groot. She looks like one of Mrs. Groot's bridesmaids
Oh,
with that parsley
oh.
bouquet. And I'm sorry, like I feel like you could make a burlap pant, but why wouldn't you go with a wide leg? Why
Hmm.
would you go
Yeah,
Yeah.
with a skinny
Uh,
pant?
I had the
uh,
same thought.
uh.
I just, no, Raja.
I will say though that when she does her redemption runway later on All Stars, it it is a major
Hmm.
step up. So
It's a moment, yeah.
yeah, and it made me feel good to know that she knew, and she knew all along that this wasn't it.
Because I mean, I think the whole thing with especially this episode is like Raja just trying to save face
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
because she
Yeah,
knows.
Yeah,
yeah.
She knows. She knows what
yeah.
she did.
Oh baby.
I mean, I wanna hug her.
Yeah.
Cause like this is whew, sugar cane.
Oh Jesus.
Mm.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. This was un desastre.
I mean,
Mhm.
compared to like the previous design challenge, where she was like Mrs. Satan or whatever.
Right.
It's better than that.
Uh,
But I couldn't get over the makeup.
no.
She's
Nah.
got pink and green eyeshadow, a little pink Cupid doll lip.
I don't
And
hate the shoe.
no, the shoe's actually cute. But the wig is terrible.
Horrible.
The wig
Horrible.
is giving It's Something About Mary.
The
Yeah.
shoe is the cutest part, to be
Yes,
honest.
it is.
And the dress is giving
Nothing.
nothing.
Uh,
It's giving ugly prom.
uh,
What did she say she made this out of again?
I don't remember, but I
I
just
don't even
remember that
remember.
the top is pumpkin seeds.
right. Right.
Mhm.
Pepitas.
Ooh,
But
child.
yeah,
Oh, child. Silky nutmeg ganache.
This wasn't the worst thing that came
No,
out at all.
not at all.
not at all. Not at all. A cute
No.
little two-piece
Mm-hmm.
burlap studded with candy and some sort of seeds, I guess, to make it look beaded.
Mm-hmm.
A fascinator that's, cute.
Mm-hmm.
She did the same treatment with her handbag. I think the only problem I have with it is the cape.
Yeah.
She's got a little cape that's just a piece
Mhm.
of burlap
Just a
that she
piece of
cut out.
burlap.
There's
Yeah.
no accoutrements, there's nothing on it, so she's just got this big brown piece of ugly burlap over this cute, well-made outfit and speaking of proportionizing,
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
There
Whoever
you
needs
go.
to proportion, Nina,
Yep,
Yep.
come look at Silky.
Yep.
I
This really
really
was
liked
one of
that.
me too. I honestly feel like it was one of her most successful looks on this season.
Hmm.
She has a big glow up subsequently to what came down this runway. But I I wouldn't have been angry if she had won because I actually felt like this, unlike Plastique's look, this to me did positive things
Hmm.
for her figure.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah. The cape is unfortunate because it just seems like it's just covering up the good work that she
Yeah.
did on the rest of
Hmm.
the outfit.
Yeah.
And I love the boldness of coming out in a two-piece
Mm-hmm.
and
Hmm.
having it be, fit her body,
Mm-hmm.
very flattering.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, I'm kind of surprised that this is safe given
Yeah.
everything else that we had on
Yeah.
offer.
The makeup is nice too. Like it worked.
It worked. Good job, Silky.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know why they had to be
Okay,
a
we
bunch
have
of
something
hating
positive to say.
assholes.
That's good. So, Miss Vanessa Vanjie Mateo
Oh,
needed to get away from
oh.
the leotards and the catsuits, and here's what she came up with. A rope, sort of twisted, woven
Mm-mm,
top,
mm-mm.
and a sort of drapey, burlap gray skirt. And the ugliest wig you've ever seen in your life.
The ugliest.
Terrible.
Ugly, ugly, ugly.
And a rope fascinator
Mm-mm.
on it. So the wig is white or platinum blonde, asymmetrical. The makeup makes no sense with it.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Very dark, smoky eye, like an almost sort of black lip, like very goth makeup with this crazy asymmetrical wig.
Crazy.
This rope top that I don't even know what you would call that.
We wouldn't call it anything because it's not a thing.
It's not.
It's just some ropes sort of covering her chi-chis and a short skirt that's like draped weirdly.
Yeah. Very weirdly.
Again, sort of asymmetrical in the back with this big sort of puffy moment at the side.
The fascinator is the biggest offense from where I sit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she was going for like a snake, but it
Oh,
just
okay.
but
Oh,
it just looks like she glued a piece of rope to her head.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hated it.
And
did not like.
the thing that drives me crazy about Vanjie this season, and we've talked about this before, is that like between last season and this season, Miss Vanjie became the most famous drag queen in the world
Hmm.
for like a year.
Hmm.
And she had every designer in the world trying to dress her. She was
Hmm.
getting invited to all these exclusive parties. Like, and the none of that rubbed off on you. You didn't
She
bring any of those clothes with you.
she's just not a fashion girl.
She's
You know what
just
I mean?
She's
not.
She's a hell of a personality. So interesting, so compelling to watch. But I feel like she could give two shits about
But it's like,
You
but,
hit the nail on the head. She's not a fashion girl. She's just not.
mm-mm.
but it's just like you don't have to be a fashion girl. If you have Marc Jacobs being like, "Come to my birthday party and I will dress you." You don't have to be a fashion girl. You just have to take the free clothes and put them on your body. You're a Libra, Banshee. Like you don't have to try that hard. It just drives me crazy because I love Miss Vanjie. I love
Me
her.
too. She's one of
Yeah.
my all-time. Her and her mama. They're two of my all-time favorite, most interesting queens. But this look was no ma'am.
It was not it.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised she was safe,
I
quite
am
frankly.
well,
Extremely surprised. I think
I mean, the other three were worse,
yeah.
I think objectively, but like,
I don't know. I feel like this was right there with them.
Yeah, they all could have been in the bottom for all I care.
mm.
Hmm.
Last but not least,
This is close to least.
Evie Oddly, who is in the top for this, I don't understand. I'm
Didn't get
sorry.
it. Didn't
I
get
don't
it.
understand. They all kept saying, all the judges kept saying, "Ooh, it's like fall in Hawaii," but that's not a thing. But you made it a thing. What does that mean?
Yeah, it was it's so weird. I don't know, like maybe to your earlier point, Paige, about things reading a different way in person. It didn't on screen like this was a clash of colors, it was a clash of materials. It looked garish. I didn't see the fashion in it. Evie is one of my all-time favorites. I love most everything that she does. I just didn't did this I didn't understand and I didn't like it.
It's not for me.
No.
It's not the worst, but it's not for me. And again, a weird, ugly shoe.
Unflattering on her figure. Like it's just no. Didn't like the wig.
The red finger wave,
I
it's not
didn't
for me.
I didn't get it. I just didn't whomever the producer was should have been taken out back. This whole episode was just it was wrong.
Well, enough of that.
Enough of that. Yes.
Winner of the challenge, as we mentioned, was Plastique. The bottom two, Akira versus Raja. They lip synced to Strut by Sheena Easton. And, I just, Raja was,
Yeah. It was her time.
it was her time.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Mm,
her time. It was time for her to go. Akira did fine.
mm,
It wasn't the most scintillating lip sync
mm,
we've ever seen, but it was serviceable. And then Raja, in the middle of it, pulls out her braid, I think accidentally, and I was like, "Girl, you know that wasn't attached to your head."
You did it. You should have known. You
mm,
should have known.
mm,
And then she
mm,
proceeds to swing it around, and I was like, "Girl, you need to learn how to keep a wig on your head while you're doing this." Like that's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then Raja goes home, and that's the episode.
we were all the loser. Like it didn't nobody it was just not a good episode.
It was not a good episode. It was not a good episode. But we shall put that in our rear view next week. Paige, is it your first Snatch game?
It is. I'm excited.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully this will be a little bit better.
Hopefully it'll justify them keeping Nina.
And hopefully it will justify us doing this show. Because I'm tired of complaining all the goddamn time. All right, well, we will be back with a super quick Pure Black Joy right after this. And we are back. It is time for Pure Black Joy. This is the segment where we celebrate the Black people, places, art, music, food, culture that is making us happy this week. I don't have much. It's been rough lately. So I'll just say my Pure Black Joy is doing the show with the two of you. As always. And I want to shout out, I know we just, for an hour and a half, just talked just cash money shit on all these girls. But, Raja, Silky, Evie, all these girls that have gone on to do beautiful, beautiful work.
Yeah.
And to all of the drag performers out there, because y'all are getting the short end of the stick at the moment. And everyone go out and support your local girls.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Very important at this time.
Very, very, very important. How's that? I did my best. I did the best I could.
We appreciate you.
Well, I do what I can. I do what I can. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us this week. We will be back in 2 weeks, but while we are gone, if you could leave us a review, that would be fantastic. 5 stars. Hit that subscribe button and tell your friends all about us. I know we are some hating assholes, but hopefully we're fun hating assholes. And until we meet again, any words of wisdom?
Register to vote and then go and vote.
I mean, if we still can.
Yeah. Yeah, while we still can. Also, if it's available in your area or online, take a training on ICE raid response.
Yeah.
And what to do when you see your neighbors being kidnapped, basically. Take a training on that. Take a training on what to do.
I like that.
I like that. Do that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely do that. And maybe
I'm gonna be in Cameroon. I won't be able to help, but
Lee said thoughts and prayers.
Oh, and thoughts and prayers to all of you out there for the next few weeks. Stay safe, everybody. And we love you. Bye.
Bye.